Good day, you absolute legends. Well, it is a very stormy day for us in the UK, but before we do begin, and even before I really say anything, I just hope that everybody is keeping safe. It is a Category 2 hurricane level winds out there, and it is getting dangerous and more dangerous as the day progresses, especially if you are living on the coast and or on the coast of Ireland at the minute. I heard they're getting it pretty bad. So I hope if you are affected by this storm that you are safe, you're keeping inside your homes, and you're all wrapped up, power banks and everything else for when the power inevitably goes out. But, you know, hopefully as well I can get this video out before the power goes out here too, because the part of Scotland that I'm from is right now very much affected also. But let's get into today's video, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some quite big things to talk about. So, update news, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Murray has gone ahead and posted the next emoji. Now, as you can see on screen, it's not really much of anything other than a gas giant planet. Now, that's all he said. And, you know, as always with these things, we have to try and discern what it means and things like that. However, I feel this time around we have more of a clue than what it probably is compared to any other real emoji where we're having to truly guess. And that is Wells Part 2. I mean, it already says it in today's title. I'm not going to, sugarcoat it. It's probably a more than likely Wells Part 2. And, you know, there's a few things that we can, you know, take away from this is because at the end of the day, it's another planet emoji. The last time we did a planet emoji, it was Wells Part 1. Another planet emoji, Wells Part 2. However, that's not just all. As we know, in Wells Part 1, when that was first introduced to us in the documentation, or should I say the dossier, whenever you first loaded up Wells Part 1 in No Man's Sky for the first time, you've seen it popped up on screen that Wells Part 2 was coming later that year. However, as we know, a few updates later after that, a few patches and things, it was mysteriously, the wording in that was changed to coming soon rather than later that year. But Wells Part 2 was already confirmed all the way back then, and a lot of people thought, okay, it'll probably be at the end of the year. However, as we know, that never actually happened because now we're in 2025 and Wells Part 2 never made an appearance. However, a lot of speculated, including yours truly, we have all said that Wells Part 2 will probably more than likely be coming in the first part of 2025, and with another planet emoji now, it's very well on the table. And, you know, that's probably as close as we can get to confirming that it is Wells Part 2 without physically them saying, shall I say, Mr. Murray, that's what I mean by them, or Hello Games physically coming out and saying, look, this is Wells Part 2, here's the update. Until we get the update, ladies and gentlemen, it is all purely speculation. However, I know I'm not the only one to think this. Now, let's go down the rabbit hole. If it's Wells Part 2, what could it be? What could it represent? And we can even look at in-game leaks to kind of guide us in the direction here. Now, as we know, we have data mine stuff about new purple star systems coming into the game. We've got new monuments, new biomes. So, with Wells Part 1, with how big that was in changing a lot of things about No Man's Sky in a dramatic and big way forever, in my personal opinion, it looks like, and it's really shaping up that Wells Part 2 is going to be just as big and or bigger to the changes that Wells Part 1 has already implemented in No Man's Sky. So like I said, purple star systems, ladies and gentlemen. With brand new star systems comes brand new planets. So it looks like a massive new overhaul, maybe on the planet systems. I mean, the fact that the emoji is also a gas giant. Will gas giants be finally in No Man's Sky in their rightful place? Because it is meant to be a universe. So gas giants, who knows? Maybe. But one thing that we do know, like I said, is the monuments. The monuments that are coming in, such as the Iron Giant, such as the ruins. I mean, there are just so many at the moment. And I've even showcased them off because when it was all found in the game system, the file systems within the game, modders being modders was able to unlock them and actually put them physically in game. Same with the purple star systems as well. So I've already showed on the channel previously what they actually look like, and it does look pretty damn fantastic if you ask me. Now, obviously, that's probably the more surefire stuff that is coming in Worlds Part 2, if this is Worlds Part 2, and I can't stress that enough, if this is Worlds Part 2. It's a high chance it is, but until we have it, it's not. So, if it is Worlds Part 2, ladies and gentlemen, going past that, the speculation online from what I've seen is everything from gas giants to a complete new reimagined Norman Sky. I've seen all sorts of crazy theories and ideas out there. However, the way that I'm playing it this time around is, even though I truly do believe it is Worlds Part 2, and I believe it's going to be a massive update and change a lot of things again in Norman Sky, I'm just trying to keep my composure with it. I'm trying to not get so excited with ideas of what it could be. I'm trying to aim low. So what is the low ground? Then obviously anything after that is a bonus. So the low ground for me is a brand new expedition. Now we just had another expedition just started, so there will probably be an expedition with this update. However, it'll probably now start when this new one ends, so a couple of weeks. But it's not unusual for them to put out an update with an expedition still running. That has happened before. So we'll get a new expedition. We'll get some new eye candy, such as cosmetic items, Twitch drops, that kind of thing. And we may get some extra bits of lore, maybe possibly an additional storyline. That's probably pushing it. But let's retract past a story like that is probably definitely pushing it. But yeah, anything other than what I've just said, the storyline stuff, is probably what we kind of all really expect at this point. It's normally what happens. Anything after this point, ladies and gentlemen, is a complete bonus. But yeah, I just want to get this video out there right now because, like I said, it's very stormy here in Scotland, and currently there are 600,000 people without power in Ireland, and Ireland's right next to Scotland. So, you know, I don't know if my power is going to last much longer, and because we're still expecting the main bit of the storm to kind of go over the top of us. So hopefully this video does reach you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to read them today if power holds out. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.